This is Car Guys New England, and today's video gonna be a little bit different. This is an oil change and a fuel filter change on a John Deere D140. The reason I put this video on the channel because I can't leave anything alone. See, as you can see, this lawnmower is death-proof inspired. Also got the simulated chrome wheels on it, and the little suicide knob on there. But anyways, just getting into a few things. So here is the fuel filter. Here's the John Deere Turf Guard oil. I got 3 quarts. Not quite sure how much this thing takes. I'll find out. And also here is the oil filter that we will be replacing. So one of the first steps, we'll just flip open the hood gently here. And at this point on the right side of the engine, you're going to see this oil drain port. So that's one of the first places that we're going to start here. Is we're going to cut the wheel left. That way we can put a container here so we don't make a huge mess. Although it's probably going to be a messy job anyways. And so now we have room for the container, as you can see. And let's start the fun. Alright, so this drains out a lot easier. One thing that I like to do is take the oil cap, just release it. At that point, it won't glug out of this particular section. And next, open up the container. And I'm probably going to make a mess, but we'll see what we do here. So we're turning this, and then it should release. If I can. Okay. And I'm actually going to have to put the camera down for a second here. All right. So there's the cap off. Oil slowly draining out. And as you can see, I have the oil fill cap released. So this is going to take a little bit. Obviously, this oil just kind of sitting around. But anyways, let's get this drained, and we'll move on to the next steps. And so you can see we got the oil cap back on. I'm going to have to wipe that up a little bit, but we're going to come around to the other side of the engine. And over here, you can see the oil filter, and I have the new one right here. So we're going to have to get this old one off, which doesn't seem like it's going to turn by hand. So let me figure this out, and then we'll move on to the next steps. Alright, so I just loosened it up a little bit with just a pair of pliers. Let's get this grass out of here. That's not good. Okay. Okay. And so we're just going to turn this now. And I'm sure I'm going to lose a little bit of oil. Yep. There we go. Take the old one off. Let's grab our new one. And we're just going to wipe the seal down with a little bit of oil off of this. So we get a good seal. Okay. Then I drop it. Still clean. A little bit of muck. Okay. All right. Let's get this filter on. All right. Now I'm going to get some rags, clean up this mess. All right, so we got our oil filter back on. At this point, I'm going to top off the oil here, and then we'll go back to the fuel filter. So let's get started here. All right, so I'm going to start out by putting 1 quart of oil in here, and then I'm going to check the dipstick and everything. I'm not using a funnel, but we'll try not to make a mess, obviously. Another thing I wanted to note, just when you're pouring oil into anything, always tip the bottle sideways, because it's designed that way so it won't glug out on you and it'll just consistently pour. And here we go. See how it's not glugging out, which is nice. And we almost got it all in there. Oh, okay. All right. So that is 1 quart of oil in so far. Not much oil came out, so it'll be interesting to see what we got here. And we'll just wipe this thing down with a rag. Okay, so as you can see, we have our full and our add line. Let's put this in, make sure it's locked down. Let's see where it goes. And as you can see, we got a good amount of oil still to add to this. So let's put another quart in, and then we're going to recheck. All right, so we just added the second quart of oil. We'll just lock the cap down again, and we'll take another look. And I'm just going to wipe this down and just double check. It looks like we may be there, but I just want to be certain. All right, so took 2 quarts of oil. We're all done on this end, so now we're going to be moving back over to the other side to change the fuel filter. All right, so we're going to replace the fuel filter, and this is original on here, so but it's pretty straightforward. So you're just going to get a pair of pliers like this, and you're going to squeeze these tabs to release it. I'm going to need both hands to do it, but we're going to get this filter out, and we're going to put this new one in. It's slightly different, but it says it's for this particular lawnmower. So we'll get this together, and we'll go from there. All right, so the new fuel filter's in. The only thing that we have to do now is just adjust these clamps that we moved out. So we'll get that back in place. And actually, it looks like I'm going to need two hands again here. But we'll wrap up getting these clips back on, and then we'll come back in a second. All right, so the clips are back in place. The only thing left to do here is just stupid stuff like cleaning out this dry grass. Obviously, it's a fire hazard, so you don't want that hanging out, you know, under here. But anyways, that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave your comments down below if you have comments. Be sure to hit the like button if you like the video. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is Car Guys New England. Until next time, take care.